So product manager is basically working on multiple areas. There are 6 different areas in which the product manager is working. First is the user development. Start working from the beginning, that is called as the idea. First, they will have to develop the idea, but before developing the idea of a product, what they are supposed to do, they have to do their own homework, and they will start from the beginning, that is called as user and market research. That is the first step. Understand the customer, understand their pain areas, what customer need, what customer want, what are their expectations, and based upon that, you will create their persona and create their empathy map. And in parallel, you have to evaluate the market options as well. Understand the customer, understand their market, what they are providing, what features they are available in the current product, and then based upon that, you will design your product, create their matrices, and create the MVP. These all phases will come under the user development. That is the first step of every product manager. Once the user development phase has been completed, then the next phase is creating a business plan, because now you have a clear picture what you have supposed to do. But how to create a business plan? Multiple companies are using different methodologies. Big MNCs are basically creating a business model canvas or value proposition canvas. When you want to focus on entire organization level, if you are going to create a disruptive product, or if you are working in a startup, they are basically focusing on creating a product canvas. This product canvas is you can say just subset of the business model canvas, which gives you the clear picture of how many features of the product you have and how you can build up those features and which features will give which benefit to the user. And then you can decide which feature is more critical for the business, more critical for the need, and more critical for the revenue. That is called as prioritization. And thereafter, you will create product requirement documentation, that is PRD, which you need to hand over to the technical team, and then they will start designing the product. And you will create the roadmap, the detailed month-on-month or week-on-week plan, how you will start the product and how you will launch it. That is called as the roadmap. Once this business plan has been approved by the leadership team, then the designing phase will come up, in which you design the front end, or you can say the UI or UX, and understand how your product will look like. Suppose you are designing the smartphone app like Swiggy, how the user interface will work, how many options will come up in the drop-down menu, in sign-up option or logout option or payment option, how these will look like. For that, you need to create a 2-dimensional wireframe and get the approval, and then create the mockup, and then finalize a version in the form of the prototype, and then hand over the technical team. They will create as it is the carbon copy of that. So this is all about your designing. Once design is finalized, then your technical team, especially your product owner, or you can say the project manager, or your developers or testers, they will start working in development of the product using Agile, in which they are working on creating the epics, feature, user story tasks. They will execute one by one and make the product live. But once the product is made live, the product release phase will come up. Now, in parallel, the product manager has to activate the multiple stakeholders, especially the product marketer and you can say the sales people, to make them aware what message you want to communicate during the advertisement, what content you need to prepare, what message you want to pass, and how you can adopt the customer and retain the customer. And in parallel, whatever the risk is coming up during the launch phase, how you can mitigate and control it. And lastly, most important is the pricing. Which price method and tool you need to apply on your product, because this is very, very important, because price automatically create the brand image of the product. Just like Apple always set the higher price, because they will give more value as compared to the initial investment cost. So what price you want to set up and what value you are going to offer along with the product and the price, that you need to decide. And this price is very, very important, because sometimes it creates differentiation with respect to the competitor, and it proves the product, how long you can sustain in the market and how you can compete with your competitor. So these are the 6 phases involved about the product management, and I have mentioned in the, you can say, sequence manner.